Hello everyone, this is Cosima from Cosima Tarot, and I am back to do Taurus's tea leaf reading for this month. So when I poured the hot water with the tea leaves, there were two symbols that I noticed, and it was the letter C, and then there was a line running in front of it as if you had a perfect circle, but there was only half the circle and the line running through. But I interpreted this to be the letter as in the letter C. So for Tauruses listening, I believe this month what would be perhaps on your mind or your particular situation, you may be dealing with someone that starts with the letter C, or some company that starts with the letter C or something to do with that, but there was a line running in front of that letter. So almost as if there's it's not broken, but there's an interference or something has changed. Just as you have a fence, on property to kind of prevent someone from coming beyond the lines of your property, that's how I interpreted that. It was a dashed line, as if you had the letter C with a dash in front of it, this line that was dashed. So that's how I believe the reading started, even before I drank the tea. But then I was thinking of you guys, Tauruses, this month, what you're going through, and I drank the tea, and then the result of the tea leaf reading is as follows. I saw two images. So I hope that you guys can see this with me here. So the first image I saw was this image here. This. And to me, what this looks like, first of all, you have these leaves which kind of collected here on the side. But I took this to interpret a bird that is flying. It is flying upwards. It is in motion, in flight. If you can see his little feet here, and then there's one wing, and then this is his head with the little beak, and he's up, flying up, almost like a phoenix rising type of an image. So that's the first image. Anyways, so what birds signify in tea leaf readings are that times are changing. And a bird flying from the nest, which I believe in this situation is a representation of some kind of a bird's nest, it means that you are flying towards new beginnings. So because flying in a tea leaf reading, a bird flying indicates breaking away from a situation. So birds themselves, as I mentioned, times are changing. Flying represents breaking away from a situation, and that new beginnings are ahead. So this is positive. If you feel like you've been in a rut, or that there's some kind of situation, whether it's work or a relationship, I believe that times are definitely changing in that regard. And the fact that we see this bird, and it's at the bottom of this teacup. If you have a look here, like on the angle, right? It's not on the side, it's not on the top, it's pretty close to the bottom. So when we see birds at the bottom of teacups, it represents that this is in relation to a relationship. It's in regards to a relationship. Now, we have all kinds of different relationships, right? You can have romantic, you can have friendships, even work relationships, like with colleagues and such, or bosses. So it doesn't just mean romantic. However, it very well could. I mean, everyone has a different situation, right? Anyway, so the question we should ask ourselves for you guys, Taurus, this month is, has a relationship, a significant one, come to some kind of end for you recently, or is imminent? That is a question. Or even some kind of, work situation that you had a relationship with, has that kind of, come to some kind of an ending? Now, the fact that the bird's size, if we look at it, it's a pretty small, it's not a huge symbol. It does represent good news. So it's not going to be completely unexpected or very grand in nature. However, good news is good news. And frankly speaking, I'll take any good news I can get, right? Right, guys? Nowadays, we'll take whatever we can get in terms of good news. So that's good. Now, another positive thing about this bird is that we don't see any dots or dashes near it, right? So whatever it's flying towards, it means there won't be any obstacles. So if you guys are going through a change and you are trying to attempt some new venture, or break away from old habits that weren't serving you, it looks like you're going to be on the clear path towards that goal. Now, let's talk about the second image that I see. If you see this image here at the top, what the bird is flying up towards to catch, to me it looked like a fish. This with its fins, and then the tail and the head of the fish here. So this fish appears as if it's jumping out of water. It's like in action, and this bird wants that fish. So what fish represent, first of all, if the fish is in water, if I got the impression that the fish was in water, it would indicate that some goal you want will maybe prevented. It will be prevented. However, as we see, this fish is in flight. He's jumping out of the water. He's in motion, which means I believe whatever goals, Tauruses, that you guys set to accomplish, you can do it. There won't be anyone standing in your way. You just have to decide what it is and absolutely go for it. As you see, this bird is going to grab that fish. So I'm very happy to see that. Excuse me. So the fact that it's not in water is good. And for the ladies out there who are listening, a fish can also be a symbol of fertility. It's a good omen for fertility. So if you are listening and you're hoping to get pregnant, this is an excellent reading for you. So let's sum up the main message for today, Taurus. It represents change. You are going through a period of change. There's something going on, perhaps with someone or some company that starts with the letter C. It is a moment of good luck for you guys. There is some good luck. Nothing should stand in your way if you want to make a change. There's some goal that you want to accomplish. And for the ladies listening out there, for people who are trying to start a family, it is a good omen for fertility. So all in all, I am happy to report this was a wonderful reading. I'm very glad about it. If you guys are going through a tough time, just know that things are looking positive. The future is bright. Whatever you put your minds to, you can accomplish. And I'm really happy that the reading, turned out this way for you guys. So that's excellent. I hope that you guys have a wonderful April, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.